Merry Christmas! Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It is Christmas when you are watching this, but I have hinted a little bit at the fact that Michael, Amanda, and I did this 12 Books of Christmas exchange this year, which I had so much fun shopping for them and exchanging with them. I was inspired by Krista from Books and Jams, Lindsay from Lindsay's Little Library, Amanda from The Curly Reader, and Sarah from Sarah's Nightstand. I will link all their channels down below. So I've already opened the ones from Michael, which are now over here on my must-read shelf for 2022. I will insert that footage here. I have no self-control, so we are doing this today. I was going to wait until I got Amanda's books, but I'm like a child before Christmas, and this is the 12 Days of Christmas from Michael. So we're gonna film this part right now. There is a rip right here. I wonder, okay, so based on that part of the cover, I'm wondering if it's Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne. Let's check, let's see. Oh my gosh. Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne. I have yet to read a Sally Thorne contemporary romance because that's what Sally Thorne is known for. Ruthie has worked the front desk at Providence Retirement Villa for years, living on site at the beck and call of the wealthy residents and the rare tortoises that roam the lawns. Aw, that's so cute. She has her routine and not much ever changes until she lays eyes on Teddy Prescott, the son of Providence's new owner and her new neighbor. Tall, tattooed, and with the most magical hair on earth. Just ask him. Teddy's in town saving money to pursue his dream of opening a tattoo shop. He's the definition of risky, and Ruthie's dazzled at first sight until he mistakes her for a little old lady. That is adorable. I'm looking forward to that one. I apologize for the lighting. It's like fine, but not the best. Oh my gosh, look at the dogs. Oh, the dogs. Oh my gosh. I'm so scared. I don't know why it's like rainbow. So is it LGBT book, maybe? I honestly have no guesses for this one. Oh my gosh! I'll Be the One by Lila Lee. Oh my gosh, I think this is a YA LGBT plus rep. And she's overweight, which I love to see in books because honestly, like, they don't represent that enough either, but that's a whole different conversation. So the world of K-pop has never met a star like this. I do remember looking into this book and the K-pop thing scared me a little bit. Like, I'm not really a fangirl or like a K-pop type person. I'm not sure if this is gonna be what I would have picked up, but when I read it, you know, I will probably change my mind. I can see why she picked this for me. I'm gonna go in with an open mind. I typically don't like premises with like reality TV or K-pop as much, but this one does sound super cute and I've heard about it before. That is my must-read number 2 because these gifts that Alita probably already explained to you in the first section of this video are going to be my must-reads for 2022. She's so good at wrapping these. Thank you, Michael. So there's like, oh, let's see. Okay, it's just like, it's very dark. It's just, so, it's just black. Is it cheating because that's getting like a whole moment? It probably is. The Killer Across the Table, Unlocking the Secrets of Serial Killers and Predators with the FBI's Original Mindhunter by John Douglas and Mark Olschlacker. Ooh, this might be like a true crime. The FBI's pioneer of criminal profiling and the inspiration behind the hit Netflix show Mindhunter, John Douglas has spent decades working with law enforcement to understand the criminal mind and hunt serial killers and violent predators. The Killer Across the Table explores the lives and crimes of 4 of the most disturbing killer Douglas has confronted. Oh, look, that one's so cute, too. I really love the wrapping paper, and she did them very, very nicely, too. Oh, okay, so, wait, it's dark. I said it last time, it was on fiction, so I'm going to blur it again, but... Oh! A Stranger in the House by Sherry Lapina. Okay, so... I've read one Sherry Lapina book, and I unfairly took off all of her books after reading that book, or more like DNFing. Okay, so I DNF'd The Couple Next Door by Sherry Lapina, and I have since realized that it wasn't really Sherry Lapina or her writing or anything. It's that I can't read books about babies or young kids that get hurt. It just disturbs me. The baby goes missing and I don't know what happens after that because I can't handle that kind of stuff. So I would be willing to give Sherry Lapina another try, and you know what? Now it's going to be forced upon me. A present you can't remember. A past that won't let you go. You're home making dinner for your husband. You expect him any second. The phone rings. It's the call you hoped you'd never get. You jump in your car and race to a neighborhood you thought you'd never visit. You peer into the dark, deserted building and brace yourself for the worst. After that, you remember nothing. Ooh, that sounds mysterious and thrillery. So it's like, I think it says something about love. So is this like a contemporary? It's like 96 words for love? Okay, 96 Words for Love by Rachel Roy and Ava Dash. When searching for your perfect place in the world, you may find that the journey is more important than the destination. Rhea's dream of getting into UCLA just came true, but she's no longer sure she wants the future laid out for her. 96 Words for Love is a coming-of-age story about family, first love, and following your dreams. No matter where in the world those dreams take you. Okay, I like it. This one's exciting for me. Here's this one. Okay, let's do it. Oh, wait. Wait, it's like a notebook. It looks like blood. A good girl's guide to murder by Holly Captain. Oh, I don't know what that really looks like. I know that one's kind of really hard, so. Oh my god! Michael! Oh my gosh. This one is actually one that I really, really want, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere. And that is The Ivies by Alexa Doan. Admissions are killer. So look at, if like there's blood on this paper, and then oh my god. So I think this is dark academia, murder, mystery set in a private boarding school. Olivia always knew the Ivies were ruthless. Not Ivy League universities, the Ivies. 5 Claflin Academy girls who will stop at nothing to get into the college of their dreams. Olivia should know she's one of them. Ooh. In this elite clique, ambition resigns, busting curves, scamming club elections, even a little sabotage are all part of the game. But when one of the Ivies is found dead hours after getting into Harvard, Olivia begins to question how far her friends are willing to go. That sounds so good. Yeah, like doing just a little part of it. Yellow. It looks very contemporary, being like a yellow book, but I have no idea. Other than the Unhoneymooners, but it's not the same size as the Unhoneymooners, and I know it's not bad. Ooh. Okay, so I've never heard of this one. It's called An Unexpected Kind of Love by Hayden Stone. Bookstore owner Aubrey Barnes likes his quiet, orderly London life. Thank you very much. His shop may be struggling, his only employee is a mechanic, and his plumbing is one creaky pipe away from disaster, but he can handle it. Maybe. He cannot, however, handle the film company that's thrown his Soho Street into chaos. And he definitely can't handle charismatic American actor Blake Sinclair. Oh my God, is it a male-male romance from enemies to lovers? Or from hate to love? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love hate to love. That sounds adorable. So, the only thing that I'm a little bit afraid of is I don't like books about famous characters. And Blake is an actor, but you know, I'm still gonna give it a shot. It's probably super cute. We got one more. Actually, we got a few more. 12 total from each friend. Ooh, it's a Wattpad book. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I've read Wattpad books before. I just never end up loving them. They're usually like a 3-star, which is fine. You can get a 4. I have no guesses. The Summer I Drowned by Taylor Hale. This one actually looks really familiar to me. The fear pulls you back under. 5 years ago, after almost drowning, Olivia returns home at Caldwell Beach, determined to face her fears and take some risks, not just by swimming, but by opening her heart. He can't answer the questions on everyone's mind. Is Olivia really in danger, or is it simply all in her head? Oh my gosh, those are my favorite kind of thrillers where you don't know what to trust. And, I feel like I've heard of this before. I think this one was actually already on my radar too. I didn't know it was a Wattpad book though, so that surprises me. I'm gonna go in with like full force and open mind. Okay, it's blue. It looks like a football helmet. I don't know, is this? I don't think that book has a football helmet though. Is it a premiere by H.P. Choi? I don't think so. I don't know this. Okay. May the Best Man Win by Theyll Look. Oh. Okay, well, first off, look at that cover. Beautiful. Second off, I think this is a YA contemporary romance. Jeremy, cheer captain and student body president, won't let coming out as a transgender boy ruin his senior year. Instead of bowing to the big odds and outdated school administration, Jeremy decides to make some noise, and how better than by challenging his all-star ex-boyfriend Lucas for the title of Homecoming King. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Lucas, football star and head of the homecoming committee, is just trying to find order in his life as his older brother's funeral and the loss of his long-term girlfriend, who turned out to be a boy. But when Jeremy threatens to break his heart and steal his crown, Lucas kickstarts a plot to sabotage Jeremy's campaign. That sounds so good. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. To get the crown, they'll have to break some hearts. So this one's already open. That cover is really nice, but I'm not correlating it yet to anything. They'll Look Alike? They'll Look Alike by Erica Spindler. Saina Scott grew up in the dark shadow of her mom's paranoid delusions. Now she's returned home to confront her past and the unsolved murder that altered the course of her life. In her mom's shuttered house, an old fear that has haunted Sienna for years rears its ugly head, that she's the only one who was the killer's target that night. And now with it, a new fear that the killer not only intended to remedy his past mistake he's already begun, but are these fears any different from the ones that torment her mom? That didn't really give a whole lot away, but I kind of like that. So I'm going to go into this thriller not knowing a whole lot. I love when they're kind of cryptic like that. This is a good contender. This one and one more. So, okay, so it's red. A red cover? Let's see. I honestly have no guesses for this. 0. Ooh. Okay, so this is Hunting Charles Manson. The Quest for Justice in the Days of Helter Skelter by Liz Well with Caitlin Rother. Ooh. Okay, this one, this one wasn't on my radar, but this is Charles Manson, and this case is something I was totally obsessed with as a kid or a young adult, and I'm kind of still completely obsessed with true crime, but I don't know why I always want to learn about Charles Manson, so I'm not even going to read the blurb on the back or what's about. It's Charles Manson. Helter Skelter is one of my favorite true crime books ever. So I get back into Charles Manson's mind again, and it's a very dark and scary place to be. If you don't know who Charles Manson is, I'm not gonna go into it here, but just Google him or even YouTube him and you'll figure it out. He's a bad guy. I think this is our last one. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's something. Oh, okay, it's pink. There's a pink book. Oh my gosh. So, when we were playing Monopoly, I could not find a pink book on my bookshelf, so. Okay. I don't know what this one is. This one is The Jasmine Project by Meredith Ireland. That's a nice cover. The spine is pink. The rest is orangey pink. Ooh, is it told in text messages? Because I don't think you can see it, but there's a bunch of text messages in the back. Ooh. Jasmine Yap's life is great. Well, it's okay. She's about to move in with her longtime boyfriend, Paul, before starting a nursing program at community college, all of which she sort of wants to do. But her stable world is turned upside down when she catches Paul cheating. To her giant, overprotective family, Paul's loss is their golden ticket to showing Jasmine that she deserves much more. The only problem is Jasmine refuses to meet anyone new. But what if the family set up a situation where she wouldn't have to know? A secret Jasmine Project. The plan is simple. Use Jasmine's graduation party as an opportunity for her to meet the most eligible teen bachelor in Orlando. There's no pressure for Jasmine to choose any, of course, but the family hopes that their curated choices will show Jasmine how she should be treated. Oh, that sounds Hey, yo. Oh, okay, so these are all the books. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Michael. And thank you for watching this. So, I'm actually gonna send it back on to future me. Or like, okay, now that you got to see what Michael got me, now I have Amanda's right here. Books are going to be my must-read, so I didn't even get to pick my must-read for the new year, but I thought this would be a really fun way to pick what books I have to read. So, I peeked at this one. I didn't open it yet, but I peeked by touching it, and I think that this one is a VHS, so I think that she's messing with me. Okay, awesome. So, this is Runaway by Harlan Coben. This is a book that I've already read, but I really, really enjoyed it. This was the first Harlan Coben book that I read. I think I listened to it on audiobook, so I didn't own it, but now I do. It smells like a book. But this is my favorite Harlan Coben that I've read so far. I've only read like 2 though, so that's not saying much. This is about this guy. Oh, I can't remember his name. Dad, because I don't remember his name. But he is searching for his daughter, who has kind of gone down the wrong path, and she's addicted to drugs, and so he's trying to find her. So he's trying to find his daughter, and as he is trying to investigate and find her, he finds out some of her deep, dark secrets that I feel like I wouldn't want my dad to know. This was a very emotional thriller, but that means it's on my to be read next year, which just means that I get a reread. I really like this book. Next. Sorry, I had to help my dog. She was getting too excited. When she gets too excited, she kind of chokes. Ooh. It's about a mind game, but I really don't have any guesses. Okay. So, Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. Okay, funny story. I read I Was Dead for 13 Minutes and I Want to Know Why by Sarah Pinborough. Is that the same author? I think it is. I loved that book. That was such a great young adult thriller. So then she has Behind Her Eyes and Cross Her Heart. I bought them at the same time in January, February, at the very beginning of this year, and I read Behind Her Eyes. I read Cross Her Heart. I didn't read this one. I read Cross Her Heart, absolutely hated it, and then I was told that what happens in Cross Her Heart that I really, really hated happens in Behind Her Eyes. So I immediately unhauled it, but it's back in my life and now it's on my must read. So into this one, hoping for the best, but not 100% sure on this one. Gosh. Okay. It's blue. I want to say it kind of looks like Let It Snow, but I don't think it is. Let's see. It says something about a criminal case. Is that cheating to read it as I have no idea what this one is. It's something about lies. You will see. Let's see. Amy Lloyd. One More Lie. One More Lie by Amy Lloyd. She seeks the truth. He seeks revenge. Oh my god, it's a revenge story! Yes! Oh My goodness. Charlotte wants to start fresh. She wants to forget her past, forget prison, and most of all, forget Sean. While she's haunted by the crime that put her in prison all those years ago, it's also the one memory she can't face. Until one day, Sean tracks her down. Amy Lloyd, the internationally best-selling award-winning author of The Innocent Wife, returns with a chilling portrait of a woman trying to be good even when she isn't sure she wants to be. Very intrigued. I love a good revenge story, so that is exciting. This one. They are so cutely wrapped too. Look at like Merry Christmas. Okay. It's like yellowy orange. No, ink books. They're not I honestly have no idea. Okay. It looks like it's the first in a series because it says the first book of Ember. The City of Ember by Jeanne DePraul. Lena desperately wanted to be a messenger. Instead, she draws the dreaded job of pipeworks laborer, which means she'll be working in damp tunnels deep underground. Okay. Dune draws messenger and asks Lena to trade. Dune wants to be underground. That's where the generator is, and Dune has ideas about how to fix it. For as long as anyone can remember, the green light of Ember have kept the endless darkness at bay, but now the lights are beginning to flicker. Sci-fi for those who do not like sci-fi. Okay, that sounds perfect because I'm not a sci-fi reader. Okay, let's see. Okay. I think it's another thriller. It's like honestly, the cover is not telling me anything. I do know this author. The Twin by Natasha Preston. Ivy and Iris haven't lived together in years. When their mother and father divorced, each parent got custody of one twin. But after a tragic accident takes their mom's life, the devastated sisters are reunited and Iris moves in with Ivy and their dad. Iris takes their mom's death especially hard. She barely talks, spending hours alone in her room. The Twin is an unput-downable read that will keep you on the edge of your seat until the very end. I'm excited. Oh my gosh, these books smell so good. Another one. Okay, we have a visitor. Hi, Bella. Oh, Mama. Oh, Bella, what you did? She just wanted. Oh, you know what? She probably just wants. She does. She wants to go lay with Jelly. I don't want to open it from the front because then I'll see it right away. Oh, this is The Lion Game. The Lion Game. I love books about games, but I think this is The Lion Game by Ruth Ware. Wait. Ah! It's The Lion Game by Ruth Ware. So, thank you, Amanda. We're gonna Goodreads this and see. On a cool June morning, a woman is walking her dog in the coastal village of Salton along a tidal estuarine known as the Reach. Before she can stop him, the dog charges into the water to retrieve what first appears to be a wayward stick, but to her horror turns out to be something much more sinister. The next morning, 3 women in and around London receive the text they have always hoped would never come from the fourth in their formerly inseparable clique, Kate, that only says, "I need you." The 4 girls were best friends at Salton, a second-rate boarding school. Oh my god, I love a good boarding school book. Set near the cliffs of the English Channel, each different in their own way. The 4 become inseparable The four became inseparable and were notorious for playing the line game, telling lines at every turn to both fellow boarders and faculty with varying states of serious and flippant nature that were disturbing enough to ensure that everyone steered clear of them. The rules, oh my god, there are rules to this game. The rules are strict. Lying to each other. Ever. Bail on the lie when it becomes clear it is about to be found out. But their little game had consequences, and the girls were all expelled in their final year of school under mysterious circumstances surrounding the death of the school's art teacher, who also happens to be Kate's dad. Oh my god. So that sounds really good. Whoosh. Okay. It's red. It's red? Let's see. Okay, so it's like a mystery Eddie. Is this the Chalk Man? This might be the Chalk Man. Okay, so this is The Chalk Man by C.J. Tudor. I've read this one too. I really enjoyed this mystery thriller. I'm pretty sure I was the one that recommended it to Amanda, but that is okay. Like a different cover. I think I had a different cover of this too. So this is on my must read. I have read this one before though. This follows this group of teenagers in the 80s, and they used to communicate with each other by like drawing stickmen and like chalkmen on each other's driveways, and now it's like 30 years later, 2016. You know, they're all grown up, they have families of their own, and now people are writing on their driveways these chalk men, and they're these little stick figures and everything. It's like this whole mystery of who is doing it, because they all say that they don't have time for that anymore, they have kids of their own, you know, they got lives of their own. And it was such a creepy, fun ride. That's blue. It's something about words. Middle school. Ooh. So it's middle grade it starts? Okay, I have not heard of this one. This one is posted by John David Anderson. On the front page though. That's cool. When cell phones are banned at Branton Middle School, Frost and his friends Dee Dee, Wolf, and Bench, not the Bench, and Bench come up with a new way to communicate, leaving sticky notes for each other all around the school. It catches on, and soon all the kids in school are leaving notes, though for every kind and friendly one there is a cutting and cruel one as well. In the middle of this, a new girl named Rose arrives at school and sits at Frost's lunch table. Rose is not like anyone else at Branton Middle School, and it's clear that the close circle of friends Frost has made for himself won't easily hold together. As the sticky note war escalates and the pressure to choose side mounts, Frost soon realizes that after this year, nothing will ever be the same. That sounds so adorable. Red again. Let's see. Jennifer Donaldson. It's a thriller because it says Jennifer Donaldson and thriller. And oh my god! I did not know this was the author, but I have been so wanting this book. It's an arc. Oh my goodness. So, I Know You Remember by Jennifer Donaldson. It's an ARC advanced reader copy, not for sale. It came out in October of 2019. But I've seen this everywhere, and I've really wanted to read it. Can I tell you what it's about? No. So we're going to read. Jennifer Donaldson is back with another twisted thriller, perfect for fans of One of Us is Lying, which was a 5-star read for me. I read it twice. And Sadie, which was a 3.5, 4-star read for me, so pretty good. Zara Gaines is missing. After 3 long years away, Ruthie Hayden arrives in her hometown of Anchorage, Alaska, to this devastating news. Zara and Ruthie's best friend, the only person who ever really understood her. Zara was Ruthie's best friend, the only person who really understood her, and she vows to do whatever it takes to find her. Ooh. So this is probably going to be an emotional thriller, but, you know, that's okay. I really like those. We're down to our last 3. Okay, so this is green, blue-ish. Like that. Kind of reminds me of all these beautiful, like it kind of reminds me of this cover. Does it? Well, yeah, it kind of does. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is yet another book that I owned before. This is Hold Still by Nina LaCour. How does your life move forward when all you want to do is hold still? I'm a girl ready to explode into nothing. That night, Ingrid told Caitlin, I'll go wherever you go. But by dawn, Ingrid was dead and Caitlin was alone. Suddenly, Caitlin has to deal with a completely unfamiliar life. A life without the art, the laughter, the music, and the joy she shared with her best friend. When she finds the journal Ingrid left behind, Caitlin gets a chance to learn about another side of her friend, and the journal becomes her guide as she deals with forging new friendships, finding a first love, and learning to live without the one person who knows her best. Oh my god! I have read this. I do remember. Okay, yeah. The thing that made me remember was that they have these pictures, or these like journal entries from Ingrid before she died. And I really, really like the journal entries in here, but the story wasn't as gripping and emotional as I wanted it to be. Like, it's still a powerful story. It's just that I read a lot of hard-hitting things like this, so it didn't make as big of an impact as other books that I've read that have done this for me. But that is so cool. It's kind of weird that she picked all these books that I've read before. Last 2. So, let's see. I accidentally looked at the side. So, this is a book. I guess it's a sign that I have to read it. This is a book that I owned, and I own on Kindle, and I kind of like, okay, here, I'll just show you. So this is Adorkable by Cookie O'Gorman. This is a really, really cute fake dating young adult romance. I never finished it. I think I got like halfway, and it wasn't keeping my attention. Not that it was bad, I just never picked it up again, which I have a tendency to do. So now I get to finish it. I did own a physical copy before, and I got rid of it because I just wasn't reading it. So officially I kind of DNF'd it, low-key. But yeah, it's really cute. My last one! Oh my gosh. It's gonna be one that I've already read. Huh. Nope. Okay. So, she got me this one. This one's on my pile of shame, which we were kind of talking about. basically they're books that I've started but haven't finished. So she knows my reading pretty well. This is The Starter Wife by Nina LaCour. It's a thriller about this woman who is kind of investigating what happened to her husband's ex-wife because she went missing a few years ago. His current wife thinks that he did something to her, and so she's trying to investigate, and it was very intriguing. I didn't get very far. I got like less than 50 pages into this one before I put it down, just because I have a tendency to do that. But these are my must-reads for this year, so that's cool. Or for 2022. And then Jelly Bean realized that I've been filming for a while and he hasn't been in the picture at all, so he has to come say hi. Thank you, Amanda and Michael, so much for the books. It was so awesome. I really, really enjoyed doing this like gift exchange. It was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will catch you guys tomorrow, and don't forget to have a very happy holidays.